It's been a while already since we arrived in the beautiful country of Uzbekistan. We spent our days exploring various places and habitats here in search of reptiles, birds, or any other cool animals that live out here. So far, we are astonished by the diversity, both in the species we have found and the landscapes we have seen. That's why I find this country amazing. Every place we visited looked very different from anything we have seen before. Every valley, every canyon we have visited was unique and different than the previous one. Now, after finishing the mountainous part of the trip, we made it to the lower grassy hills, located not far from the city of Samarkand. The green hills were beautiful, however they lacked proper habitats to search for reptiles. Most of them are under stress from the grazing herds of sheep, which are omnipresent here. Many people in certain areas here make a living as shepherds, and it's an important part of the local culture. However, we found it hard to find a single place that wouldn't be visibly affected by the grazing herds. Overgrazing shapes these areas more than anything and largely contributes to the habitat loss and drought here. The happier we were to find some of the animals which we came to see. So we are searching through these dry river beds, which are like only suitable habitat for reptiles, I think. And we are quite successful. We already have like 3 agamas, and this is our first in-hand test to the horsefield, which is a new species for me. It's very cool, and these guys are actually a bit endangered because they are sometimes collected for the pet trade, and the habitats of them are disappearing. And as you can see, this is just an ideal place for reptiles to hide in. So it was actually here on this rock, so yeah, today. So, cool little find. I can see the tail here. We searched through some of the hiding spots with success. A few Turkestan rock agamas were hiding there. These large lizards prefer mountain ranges over lowlands and are common basically anywhere where hills are in Uzbekistan. They seem to thrive here and take advantage of any suitable microhabitats, represented by these stone piles we found them in. So I just asked a very cool local guy who was riding a donkey about the snakes that live here, and he told me that the cobras, the vipers, everything is here in this valley. But I'm quite sad that we didn't discover this place earlier, and we have only a few hours left in this amazing location, which is full of amazing trees, and there is even water inside the valley, so kind of cool place. Although we haven't had success with our target species, still some other cool reptiles showed up. We got a new species. Matouš flipped it under this stone, and it's, I think, Eremias arguta, or another species of the genus. I'm gonna identify it later. These are probably the only lacertids that live in Uzbekistan, this genus of lizards. Multiple species are here, like 7 of them, and this one looks pretty cool. It has great spots all around the back side of it, and it's probably a gravid female. It's very chunky, so I won't bother it anymore, and it's back under its rock. While walking around the rocky formations, it wasn't hard to find the beautiful Turkestan thin-toed geckos. And in the grass we spotted a giant, beautifully colored glass lizard, along with a few juveniles under a rock. Glass lizards undergo a remarkable ontogenetic transformation, meaning the change of their appearance depending on their age. Juveniles have a contrasty pattern that they lose as they grow up and turn into more than a meter-long reptiles. If there was one place that was coming to my mind as the most iconic and the one I had to visit in Uzbekistan, it was the Kyzylkum desert. Of course, it's not just one place. It's an area spreading over more than 300,000 square kilometers, more than I could imagine. Its vastness proved itself before we even laid our feet on the sandy gravel of the area, less than 20 kilometers from Turkmenistan, where we were about to spend the next days. Partly because of the poor Uzbek roads, one day wasn't enough to get there, and so our first view of the desert during the day happened as we have woken up next to a random road in the southern Kashkadaryo region. A puddle in the desert is not something you get to witness often. Land once dry now reminds me of wetland. Not something I expected to see here, and it certainly doesn't make our search for reptiles and amphibians any easier. The sky is cloudy, the temperature is less than 10 degrees Celsius during the day, and it gets just worse with dusk. I see no chance for our target species to be active in these conditions. Other animals, however, see this as a rare opportunity to cool themselves off or find and hunt their prey easily. Just like these beautiful blue-cheeked bee-eaters, common inhabitants of the desert, which take advantage of the beehives placed across the desert. And now, after the rain, they are actively hunting. We are in the desert, and as you can see, it's raining a lot. We are quite unlucky. Weather is very bad for reptiles and other animals to get out, but tomorrow the sun should start shining, and I hope that the snakes will get out and we might find some. We were moving all the day, and from the Turkmenistani border we got up here to the Navoy region, and as you can see, it stopped raining. It's amazing to see the desert waking up, and I think that we can see the first blue sky in like 3 days or something like that, so it feels good. It's like 2 days, and this night we are finally going to be able to go and look for snakes, which I can't wait to do. It's not the best weather, but we have limited time here, so we have to go. I feel that every place in Uzbekistan we visit is like that we just randomly see it from the road, then come to see it. And for example, here we have these beautiful golden rainbow mountains, I would call them. It's just amazing. This country is so undiscovered, and there are many more places to be found here. So the night walk produced our first herb after like 2 days. It's a little Buphotes pevzovi, or Buphotes, some species of the Buphotes genus, one of the two frog species or two frog types that live in the country of Uzbekistan, and a good sign that reptiles might be out today. So we have a secret weapon for the night walking. It's a thermovision. And now we might have just found our dream mammal with the thermovision. We really hope that this is a jerboa. So it's shaking, we are going to let it be. Look at this, look at this, it's so cute. This is a proper desert animal, rodent, or I don't know what kind of mammal this is. So there wasn't any reptile activity this night. It's too cold, but here we found this hidden tortoise in the bushes. It's very beautiful and big, but we are not gonna interrupt it, and we are continuing. Matouš joined me, and immediately after his arrival he found a beautiful little tortoise. It's hidden in there, so we won't disrupt it, but we noticed that after the rain the tortoises are much cleaner and more beautiful than the ones we were finding in the mountains, just in the middle of nowhere. Cool. the lizards are beginning to be active. We just saw a beautiful Eremias lineolata. We even get some great pictures. We saw some geckos. So let's hope that the snakes will follow, and it's a beautiful habitat, so I think that they live here, but we just have to find them. The most common reptiles across the desert are the lizards of the Eremias genus. Many species live across the country, but the one that lived here in the Rainbow Mountains is Eremias velox. The juveniles are striped on the back and are similar to the other species. That's why I misidentified it as Eremias lineolata. As they grow up, their pattern turns checkered with colorful dots. So we got this cool Trapelus sanguinoliatus or something like that. It's quite a tricky name, but as we are holding it, it's quite angry and it's coloring itself. Now it has beautiful purple throat and nice orange tail, but as you can see, it's pretty angry, so we are gonna of course release it right here. This is the place where we found it. Oh, are you okay?
Jak to bíješ. Ježíš, to je tak dokonalý.
It's so good to see reptiles again. It was kind of frustrating 3 days without reptiles. We herped hard, but we saw only a snake tail disappearing near the abandoned house. But in addition, our work and wait paid off, as we found one of the most magnificent lizards of Asia and the king of the Kyzylkum desert. For this trip I had a list of 5 top target species, and Varanus was one of them. So far we weren't successful with finding them at all, but now we managed to find a baby monitor lizard under this cool stone. And this is a baby. It's a Varanus griseus and the subspecies Caspius, which lives here by the Caspian Sea. And in Uzbekistan it's actually the top northern range of any Varanus species, so that's kind of a special animal here. And as you can see, it's a completely beautiful animal with cool pattern. The babies are even more colorful than the adult ones, and I'm absolutely stoked about this. So I'm done with filming of this amazing animal, and now I'm gonna return it under his stone, of course. So here we go. That was really cool. Honestly, it's amazing to strike success again and see reptiles active. See you next time as we venture deeper into the desert and find well-adapted snakes, critically endangered geckos, or 70 centimeters long monitor lizards.